I think I'm live. Namaskar. Welcome everyone. I was so inspired to teach this today, so here I am. Today we will do some intermediate level vocabulary, and there are some words I will discuss, and we will learn their meanings and some synonyms and just everything related to the words. So let's get started. I am going to see what comes up and whatever topic floats, so we'll go with that. The words that we're discussing today and learning about are things to do with addition, removal, multiplying, and dividing. So that's the theme for today. Let's get started with the words. So, first word is jog. Jog. This word means adding, addition, union, summation. When you put something together and there's a union, that's jog. This comes from Sanskrit yoga. If you're familiar with the term yoga, that means union. That's where this comes from. And some words that use this base in Bangla are jogajog, which means communication, contact, and when you connect with someone, that's jogajog. Practice of yoga is called Jog Sadhana. Okay, when you are using this in a mathematical context, there this word means addition. So when you add plus summation, that's jog as well, the mathematical operation. And the sum, the result that you get after adding, is called jogphal. Next, we are talking about biyog. Biyog. Just like jog means union, biyog is its opposite. This means disunion, removal, taking away, subtract. That's biyog. Biyog. If we extend this meaning to other areas, then we can use this in context of bereavement or estrangement, death. Biyog is used in that case as well. So let's say death of a father is called pitri biyog when there's a loss. And if you're using this in a mathematical context, then biyog means subtraction. The difference that you get after subtracting the result is called biyogphal. Now let's go for multiplying. This word is gun. Gun. Gun means multiplication when you multiply, and this is one layer of the meaning. This is also used mathematically. When you're multiplying, that's something you're doing more than one times. That's multiplication, right? Times, 2 times, 3 times, that's multiplication. So this is also used in the context of times. So if you say dui gun, twice, teen gun means thrice, dosh gun means 10 times. So gun as a suffix to numbers or some quantifier is used as to mean times. And gun in a mathematical way is multiplication. Gunphal is product of the multiplication. That's gunphal. Next, we are going to go to bhag. So bhag means to divide. It means to share, to partition, to make into parts. Bhag can also mean to distribute. And in a mathematical context, bhag means divide, division. So bhag as a verb can mean to share or to partition something. Bhag kora is what is used as a verb. So bhag division, divide, part, partition, share, all these things. If you are dividing something, a number by something in a mathematical context, bhagphal is the quotient that you get after division. So that's bhagphal. Let's see these words as used as verbs, how they look. So this one, bhag kora, like I said, means to share. So that means to share a physical item, or even when you share something, your thoughts, your feelings, opinions, that's bhag also. When you distribute, that's bhag kora. And when you share parts of a whole, that's bhag as well. So there's a slight difference between distributing a group of things amongst somebody, amongst a group of people, and distributing one thing into a number of parts and people. So both are bhag. If you have a bunch of things and giving them out to a lot of people, that's bhag. And if you're dividing one thing and giving them away, that's bhag also. And if you're sharing, that's bhag kora as well. Gun kora means to multiply. This is almost always used in mathematical contexts only. Yes, if you multiply in the mathematical sense, you would say gun kora. Gun in a different context means quality, characteristic, or attributes. It's the same word, same spelling, gun. That means your attributes. Okay, so that was gun kora. Then the previous one was biyog. Biyog kora means to remove, to subtract, to take away. So biyog kora. You can use this with numbers. 10-এর থেকে 5 বিয়োগ করো কত হয়. So that's how we would say in a maths context. যোগ. যোগ করা means to add. This can be math or outside of math. যোগ করো is add. Add to the list, add something to the container, add this there, adding. This is not applicable when you're cooking. So add salt, add spices is not jog kora. That is something else. This is just when you're adding to the list. So you add a number to number, or you put a new topic under your list. That is jog kora. Joga jog, which means communication, connecting, contact. You can also use that as joga jog kora, the verb. That means to communicate, to stay in touch, to keep contact. Jogajog kora. Jogajog korbo. Jogajog rakha is to keep contact, stay in touch. If you're familiar with these verbs, you'll get what I'm saying. If you're not familiar with these verbs, these are some basic verbs that we use in Bangla, kora, rakha, and so on. So if you're a little familiar, this will be easy for you to understand. Jogajog kora, right? Jog in some other ways that also draw from the meaning of adding or putting something towards is like adding something towards is like jog dewa. Jog dewa means to participate. So you add yourself to whatever is happening. That's your participation. So jog dewa means to participate. Dewa, if you know Bengali verbs, you know what dewa is, giving. So you give your participation towards something that's happening. Jog dewa. This is unique to jog. Bio, gun, bhag do not work with dewa in this way. Bhag dewa is a phrase that can mean that you are giving a share of something to someone. So it works in that way. But jog dewa means to participate or to belong, to add yourself somewhere. Jogdan means the same thing as jog dewa, but jog dewa is a verb and jogdan is a noun. So jogdan is one single word. If you know dan, you know what this means. Jogdan. So jogdan Kora would then mean to participate or to take part in. That's Jogdan Kora. Okay, so that's the main content for today. If you think you got everything you needed, you got understood everything, so this is the end for you. Now I'm just going to summarize what I talked about. We talked about the four main words: jog, biyog, gun, bhag. Then we saw some words and verbs that are derived from these four main words. Jogajog, I mentioned jog sadhana, jog kora, jog dewa, jogdan, jogdan kora, biyog, I talked about pitri biyog, bhag, bhag kora, bhag phal, which means quotient, gun phal is a product, jog phal is summation. And then gun, I discussed three layers of meaning for gun. One is the mathematical one, that means multiplication. And then the second one is when we use it to mean times or repetition. So once, twice, thrice, it's dui bar, dui gun, teen gun, three times. What did I say last time? Dui gun means twice of something. I think this is what we discussed, right? So teen gun means thrice of something, three times of something that was existing already. So this is not to say that this is the number of times it's happening. So I went out twice today. That's not dui gun. But I am twice as hungry today. That's dui gun. So I hope you're getting the difference here. The number of times something is happening, the frequency, that is not indicated by gun. That is indicated by bar. If you know basic Bengali, you know about bar, and you know how it is used with numbers and with days of the week as well. This gun is when something has increased to the number of its own time. So dui gun is twice of itself, teen gun is three times of itself. So that was about gun. Gun phal we talked about also. The other layer is the other meaning of gun, which means characteristics, attributes, or traits. Bhag, there are two aspects of bhag. One is partitioning, dividing, breaking into parts. And the other verb form, bhag kora, is when you share your feelings or your thoughts or opinions. So that is bhag. These are all the words. Hopefully you are with me until the end, and thank you those who were. I'll end this here today. See you next time. Bye.